Hey, Silent King, come on over to where love takes in wisdom. Have you ever been so focused on getting someone's attention that it seemed like the harder you tried, the farther away they got? It's frustrating, isn't it? What if I told you there was a better way? Is there a method that eliminates the need for pursuing, pleading, or convincing? Instead, you could cultivate a persona that draws attention from others. Today, we will discuss the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, which can help you stop persuading and start attracting effortlessly. Imagine being so grounded and sure of yourself that others naturally gravitate toward you. You don't need to use any tricks. Simply rely on your presence to attract others. If you're ready to stop chasing and start living, say in the comments, "I attract with my Stoic energy." Are you ready? Let's go. Number fear, akin to a blazing neon sign signifying desperation, is immediately detectable by others. The more you clean, the more they pull away. Let's think about this again. When you hold a bar of soap tightly out of fear of losing it, it slips right through your fingers. When you hold it gently, it stays in your hand. When you let go of fear, you make room for something powerful and confident to come in. Being confident doesn't mean being loud or forceful. It means walking into a room knowing you don't have to prove yourself to anyone because your worth doesn't depend on external validation. This calm assurance is what draws people in. Fear, on the other hand, pushes them away. It's your thoughts that cause fear, not the situation. Thus, imagination-based worst-case scenarios scare you more than rejection or being alone. Fear the unknown and allow your thoughts about potential outcomes to guide your actions. But guess what? Most of those fears don't come true. The next time you feel fear creeping in, ask yourself, what am I really afraid of? Maybe it's rejection, or maybe it's the thought of not being excellent enough. Be aware that these fears are imaginary. Once you see them for what they are, you can let them go. When you let go of fear, you stop letting your emotions determine your worth. When you let go, amazing things happen. You start valuing your peace over their opinion. You stop chasing their approval, and you start radiating a quiet magnetism that draws people in without even trying. Imagine walking into a conversation fearlessly. You're calm, collected, and fully present. Since you know you'll be fine, you're enjoying the moment without worrying about what they think or whether they like you. That energy is irresistible. This isn't just theory. It's Stoicism in action. Let that statement sink in. Feel it. Believe it. Stopping worrying about rejection opens the door to the second true connection. Give it your all. Give it your all. Then let go. When you let go of fear, as we talked about earlier, you build a strong base for your relationships. But what comes next depends on what you do with that freedom and how much you give to the relationship without worrying about how it will turn out. This is where a lot of people go wrong. They mix up effort and power, thinking that they can make things work if they just try harder. But that's not how real connection works. Free will, not pressure, is what makes real relationships grow. Picture. You can carefully care for a planted seed by watering it and making sure it gets enough sunlight, but you can't stand over it and demand it grow. It needs room and time. Relationships are the same way. Seneca captured this beautifully. Expectations that are rooted in the future are detrimental to the present. When you put your energy into a relationship, whether it's planning a special date, showing up with love and kindness, or just being present, give it your all and then let go. Don't try to control how things turn out. In real life, let's say you've planned a wonderful evening with someone you care about. You've thought of everything. The perfect place, the right mood, and all the little things that make it special. But here's the tricky part. If you worry too much about whether they'll be impressed or overthink every reaction, you'll miss the beauty of the moment. Even worse, your worry could create tension, making the experience feel forced. Now, reverse the situation. You've exerted your utmost effort, established the appropriate atmosphere, and remained authentic. Instead of worrying about how they'll react, you let things happen naturally. This kind of calm confidence not only makes the experience better for you, it also makes you more attractive. The paradox lies in the fact that when you maintain your composure, others feel compelled to follow suit, forming an unbreakable bond. When you adopt this way of thinking, it doesn't mean you stop caring. On the contrary, it makes you seem more in charge. People are drawn to people who don't cling or force situations. They admire people who give freely without expecting anything in return. Focusing on your actions instead of the results is where your power lies. Say it with me. I give my all, and then I let it be. When you adopt this mindset, you create a space where real connection can grow naturally. You stop chasing and start attracting, and as you take a step back, you'll find that those who truly value you will lean in closer. This way of thinking isn't just for relationships, it's a life skill. Imagine how freeing it feels to pour your energy into what matters most, knowing you've done everything you could and trusting that the rest will go as it should. This calm, steady confidence is magnetic, and it starts the moment you decide to let go. Next, set time priorities, which may be the most important. Time is the one thing you can't get back. The time you spend waiting, chasing, or making sacrifices for someone who doesn't value you is irreplaceable. However, how often do we find ourselves in this situation? How many times have you waited eagerly by the phone for a response that never came? How many times have you changed your plans to fit someone else's needs when they wouldn't do the same for you? When you give away your time too easily, you send a clear message. My time isn't valuable. Now let's flip that perspective. Imagine your time as a precious, unique, and valuable asset that you would only give to those who truly appreciate and deserve it. That's not arrogance, it's self-respect. And when you respect your own time, others will follow suit. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, waste no more time arguing what a good man should be. Be one. This isn't just about cutting out toxic people, it's about living with intention. When you stop squandering time on those who don't value it, you create space for the people and experiences that truly matter. Picture this. Instead of waiting around, you're using your time to grow, to learn, to do the things that make you feel alive. You're pursuing your passions, you're honing your skills, and fortifying your mind. You're becoming the kind of person who doesn't chase attention because you don't need to. Your time is already full of purpose. That energy is magnetic. People notice when you value yourself, and they can't help but respect it. Establishing boundaries is an essential aspect of this process, which may initially cause discomfort, particularly if you're accustomed to accepting invitations from others. However, it's important to remember that accepting invitations from others can compromise your peace or progress if it doesn't align with your values. You're saying yes to the life you deserve. And here's the paradox: when you stop making yourself overly available, people begin to value your time more. You're no longer someone they can take for granted. Instead, you become someone worth investing in. Take a moment and declare it. Now I value my time. Say it with conviction. Feel the power in those words. When you make this your mantra, it transforms the way you approach relationships, work, and even your daily habits. This isn't just about relationships, it's about everything, whether it's spending hours scrolling through social media or letting someone drain your energy with negativity. Every moment you reclaim is a victory. Every time you choose to invest in yourself, rather than waste time on something meaningless, you're affirming your worth. Living with this mindset not only benefits you, but also inspires others. When you find yourself tempted to give your time to someone or something that doesn't deserve it, ask yourself, Is this how I want to spend my most valuable resource? If the answer is no, let it go. Let it go, because when you truly value your time, you become unstoppable. You attract people and opportunities that align with your purpose, and your life becomes a reflection of that respect. Before we move on to lesson number 4, we want to take a moment to thank you for accompanying us halfway through this video journey. In every moment we can learn and grow, and the fact that you are here listening and reflecting with us is a tremendous gift that I cherish every minute to help us spread these valuable lessons to even more people. Please hit the like and share buttons for this video. Each share is a small but meaningful act, much like the timeless lesson Stoicism offers. And don't forget, lesson number 4 is waiting for you in the next segment. Let's continue exploring and embracing these everlasting pieces of wisdom together. Once again, thank you for your continued support. All right, let's keep getting to number 4. After learning how to value your time well, the next step to success is to change the way you think about things. Success in relationships, your job, or your own growth starts in your mind. Visualization is your secret weapon. Visualization is a tool that quietly prepares you to become the best version of yourself. Have you ever walked into a room and noticed someone who just seems confident? They aren't loud or flashy, but you can't help but notice their energy. That's not a coincidence. That's deliberate confidence. Deliberate thought builds that, with visualization serving as the foundation. Picture this. You're about to enter an important moment. This could be a first date, a significant event, or a get-together where you want to impress others. What do you usually do? Most of us contemplate our fears. What if I make a mistake? What if they don't like me? What if I'm not talented enough? These thoughts give rise to doubt, which manifests as uncertainty. But let's try something different. Close your eyes and picture yourself walking into that room with confidence and calm. You're standing tall, taking deep breaths, and feeling fully at ease. People are smiling because they can feel your energy and don't even need to say a word to start a conversation. You laugh and connect with others in a meaningful way. Listen and do everything that comes easily to you because you think you belong. This isn't just wishful thinking, it's practicing in your head. Marcus Aurelius said that the soul is at most colored by its ideas. When you think about succeeding, your mind starts to believe it's possible, and guess what? Your actions mirror your thoughts. If you imagine tripping, you're more likely to stumble. But if you imagine succeeding, you'll carry yourself with the confidence of someone who has already succeeded. Music. Don't just do this for big moments. Start small, like when you're meeting someone new or sending a risky text. Instead of picturing all the negative things that could happen, picture the best version of yourself showing up calm, collected, and magnetic. Feel the emotions of success. Pride, joy, ease. The more you picture it, the easier it seems when it happens. Visualization doesn't guarantee perfection, but it does help you deal with things with grace. It changes your focus. Over time, this habit alters your brain's functioning, transforming confidence from something you need to fake into an inherent part of who you are. Now, instead of worrying about what might go wrong with your next task, picture it. Picture yourself succeeding, taking care of it with poise, and feeling the calm confidence that comes from that. Let that picture sink in and say with me, I see my success. I feel my success. I live my success should be your mantra whenever you feel like giving up. This practice revolves around visualizing not only the outcome you desire, but also the person you must become to achieve it. This is how you prepare for greatness. You are not waiting for confidence to show up. You are creating it. When you constantly picture yourself winning, people will start to notice the difference. This is due to the fact that confidence isn't solely based on what others perceive, it's rooted in your own beliefs, which begin with her, music. Number 5. Learn how to be emotionally independent. Independence. Building on the first step of visualizing, we now move on to the next part of inner power. Getting mental independence down pat. This step is about taking back control over yourself, not other people. This is because real power doesn't come from controlling what's outside of you. It comes from mastering what's inside you. How often do we let feelings like anger, frustration, or jealousy control what we do? Perhaps you overreacted to a misunderstood text message, succumbed to self-doubt when someone grew distant, or allowed your anger to impair your judgment. Emotional storms don't just make you feel bad, they ripple out and make your relationships less stable and stable-looking. Imagine yourself standing firm amidst the chaos around you. This isn't about hiding your feelings or acting like you don't care. It's about pausing to think and decide how to respond. When you're feeling upset, the most important thing to ask yourself is, does this feeling serve my peace? 9 times out of 10, this is not the case. Most of the time, jealousy comes from fear, not truth. Anger is more about what you think someone should do than what they actually do. Anxiety over not hearing back is a reflection of your insecurities, not the issue at hand. Your power lies in that one moment when you choose calm over chaos. Once you master this, you become someone others can depend on. People gravitate towards steadiness and admire those who can manage problems effortlessly. In a world that lives on instant responses, it's not simple to control your feelings. With all the fast contact and stimulation on social media, it's easy to act without thinking, but Stoicism reminds us that we control our thoughts, not the things that happen around us. Know this, and you'll find strength. Now, how do you begin? Start by noticing when your feelings start to rise. If you feel an emotion, like a tightness in your chest, racing thoughts, or the urge to act without thinking, stop, take a deep breath, and remind yourself that this emotion does not define you or have to control your next move. This doesn't mean you won't feel emotions. They're a normal part of being human, but you don't have to let them control you. Your job is to stay anchored and let them pass without getting carried away. Say it out loud. I master my emotions. Feel the weight of those words. Let them remind you of your strength, your ability to rise above impulsive reactions, and your commitment to choosing peace. This mastery isn't just for relationships, it's for every part of your life. When you stop letting emotions control you, you become more focused, productive, and resilient. You show up as your best self. People will notice this change in you over time. They'll see someone who is calm. Your calmness under pressure, stability in the face of uncertainty, and confidence in managing life's ups and downs create a magnetic presence due to its rarity. So the next time your feelings start to take over, take a deep breath and stop. Always remember that the strongest person in the room is the one who knows when to be quiet, think, and act with purpose. Take advantage of your strength and stability to change the world. Embrace. Detachment is the answer to question number 6. Accepting detachment is a natural result of becoming emotionally independent. Once you know how to wait before reacting, the next step is to let go of your attachment to events. Detachment doesn't mean being cold or uncaring. It means letting go of the need to control things you can't. It means caring deeply while still being free. If you find yourself too attached to a certain result, think about what you want. You unintentionally create tension when you wait for a text message hoping someone picks you, or when you obsess over how a situation will play out. This tension permeates your consciousness. energy, words, and actions. Even if you're not aware of it, it conveys a sense of desperation, and people tend to be turned off by desperation. Now picture yourself calm and collected, fully engaged in the present moment, without expectations weighing you down. Detachment looks like this: knowing you've done everything you could and letting the rest happen as it will. Epicus does a fantastic job of capturing this knowledge. You can control your actions, presence, and efforts, but not the results. That's okay. It's not simple to do this in a world that demands certainty and instant gratification. We're taught to think that if we try harder, push harder, or obsess longer, we can make things go our way. But the truth is that holding on too tightly kills the connections we're trying to strengthen. Let's look at a simple example. What do you do after sending a text to someone you care about? Do you check your phone every 5 minutes and overthink their lack of response? Do you read over your words and wonder if you said the right thing? This is an attachment at work. Try a different method. You have faith that your words were necessary and that the response will arrive at the appropriate time. This is the power of detachment. If you want things to grow naturally, you have to give them room. Participants should want to attend, not have to. When you let go of results that you can't change, you free yourself from the never-ending cycle of overthinking. Your energy can then be directed toward your passions and growth. People notice your happiness and this change. They gravitate towards individuals who maintain self-assurance and don't rely on external validation. Take a moment to say, "I am detached and complete." Feel the freedom in those words. Detachment doesn't imply indifference. It signifies an excessive trust in oneself. When you let go of attachment, you become someone others look up to. You're no longer the person who clings to every interaction, desperately seeking approval. You're the person who knows their worth, gives freely without expecting anything in return, and moves through life with ease. Over time, you'll notice something amazing. The more you let go, the more things fall into place. People will respect your boundaries, gravitate toward your calm energy, and choose to be in your life because they feel uplifted, not weighed down. So take a deep breath, let go of the need to control, and focus on what's in your power: your actions, your intentions, and your growth. Let the rest go, because when you stop chasing outcomes, you make room for the right ones. Ones to find. Being thankful is your secret weapon. Thank you very much for being your secret tool. Being grateful is the final component, a hidden tool that transforms your perception of the world and the way others perceive you. It's easy to focus on what's missing, the relationship you don't have, the success you're chasing, the approval you're waiting for. But when you shift your focus to what you already have, something amazing happens. You stop feeling like you're lacking and start radiating abundance. Think about the difference in energy between someone who complains and someone who appreciates. A complainer's negativity drains the room, while a grateful person's joy lifts everyone up, drawing people naturally to them. That's the power of gratitude. It makes you magnetic. But gratitude isn't just being polite or saying thank you when something beneficial happens. It's practice training your mind to see abundance instead of scarcity. Take a moment every day to think about 3 things you're thankful for. They don't have to be big or important things in your life. It could be the warm coffee in the morning. Whether it's a kind message from a friend or simply the fact that you woke up healthy, the point isn't what you're grateful for, it's that you're noticing it. Over time, this practice rewires your brain, shifting your focus from what you lack to what you already have. When you feel abundant, you project abundance. This creates a calm, confident energy that others can't help but admire. Gratitude also brings you back to the present. So much of our stress comes from living in the future or the past. worrying about what's to come or regretting what's behind us, but gratitude anchors you in the now. It reminds you that in this moment you have enough. Say it with me. I am grateful and I have enough. Let those words sink in. When you carry this mindset, you'll notice how it changes your inactions. Instead of coming across as needy or demanding, you'll exude contentment. People will sense that you're at peace with yourself, and they'll want to be part of that energy. Gratitude doesn't just benefit you, it creates a ripple effect. When you express appreciation to others, it deepens your connections. Simple things like saying thank you or noticing someone's kindness can make a friendship stronger than you think. And here's the best part. Practicing gratitude will help you find more things to be thankful for. It's like planting a seed. At first, it may seem small or unimportant, but over time and with dedication, it grows into something that brings you joy and peace. So today, take a moment to look around and say 3 things you're grateful for out loud, write them down, or just keep them in your mind. Make this a daily habit and see how things change. This applies not only to your perspective, but to your entire life. Being thankful isn't just a way to feel better. It's a change in how you do everything. It's the cure for envy, the cheer for unhappiness, and the fuel for real confidence. Showing gratitude makes you appreciate what you have and stop wanting more. Then, life gives you even more reasons to be thankful. As we come to a close, remember that true power doesn't come from chasing it. It comes from being it. When you let go of fear, value your time, master your emotions, and embrace detachment, you become as strong as a Stoic magnet. Knowing that your worth is not based on what others think of you, you no longer grasp at people or outcomes. Instead of demanding, your irresistibility attracts the right people and opportunities. You gain calm confidence and self-respect. This is what Stoicism is all about, living authentically, grounded in your values, and letting life unfold as it will. Take a deep breath and say it one last time. If that statement speaks to you, let it guide you as you continue your journey of self-mastery and growth. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself, and the right people will gravitate towards your strength, calmness, and unwavering sense of self. Thank you for watching Stoic Heartbeat. If this video resonated with you, please continue reading, subscribe, check out more of our content, and let's keep going on this calm path together, because life isn't about chasing, it's about living fully and letting love flow. We'd love to hear your thoughts or ideas for future videos, so please leave a note below. Let's build a community of wisdom and peace together. See you in the next video.